order this meeting of the Brookings City Council for Wednesday, May 27th, 2026 at 5:31 p.m. Will you rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll.
Councilor Mulder.
Here.
Councilor Gelada.
Here.
Councilor Morton.
Here.
Councilor Fulton.
Here.
Mayor Freda.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Seeing as we have no public in attendance, we'll go on past item D to item E, and we'll start with the consent calendar.
I'll move to approve the consent calendar. I'll second.
Call the question?
Councilor Morton.
Yes.
Councilor Fulton.
Yes.
Councilor Gelada.
Yes.
Councilor Mulder.
Yes.
Mayor Freda.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Moving on to item F1, hold public hearing on state revenue sharing and adopt resolution. Staff, please give me.
Mayor, Council, this is annually the state of Oregon requires the opportunity for the public to comment on the use of state revenue sharing funds before the Budget Committee and the City Council. The hearing before the Budget Committee was held April 30th, 2026. A second hearing is to be held at this City Council meeting. So I recommend you hold the public hearing and then adopt Resolution 26R 1292 declaring the city's election to receive state revenue for 2026-27.
The public hearing regarding the city's election to receive state revenues for 2026-27 is open at 5:33 p.m. Does anyone wish to comment? Hearing no comments, this hearing is closed at 6:34 p.m. and the council will begin deliberations. I'm sorry, what did I say? 5:34 p.m. Is there any questions or comments by council?
No, I have no comment.
Do I have a motion?
I'll move to adopt Resolution 26-R-1292 declaring the city's election to receive state revenues for 2026-27 fiscal year.
My second?
Call the question?
Councilor Fulton.
Yes.
Councilor Gelada.
Yes.
Councilor Mulder.
Yes.
Councilor Morton.
Yes.
Mayor Freda.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Moving on to item F2, hold public hearing and approval of appropriations for fiscal year 2026-27 budget. Staff?
Again, Mayor, Council, Oregon local budget law requires the city's governing body to enact a resolution adopting the budget for next fiscal year prior to June 30. Before the city can implement the 26-27 budget and receive tax money necessary for operations, these resolutions must be adopted. The total approved budget for fiscal year 2026-27 is $69,783,479. General fund operating expenditures total $9,613,100, with revenues projected at $7,613,100, with a contingency projected to be $768,419. So recommend holding the public hearing and adopting the resolution 26R 1293, which is attached.
The public hearing regarding adoption of the budget and making appropriations for fiscal year 2026-27 is open at 5:36 p.m. Does anyone wish to comment? Hearing no comments, this hearing is closed at 5:36 p.m. and council will begin deliberations. Any discussions? Comments? Do I have a motion?
motion to adopt Resolution 26R-1293, adopting the City of Brookings budget, declaring tax levied, making appropriations for the 26-27 fiscal year, and to categorize the levy.
I'll second.
Call the question?
Counselor Dwight.
Yes.
Counselor Mulder.
Yes.
Counselor Martin.
Yes.
Counselor Fulton.
Yes.
Mayor Freda.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Moving on to item F3, approve water and sewer rates and sewer system replacement fees for 2026-27.
So this one, the next one is to adopt 3 resolutions, adopting water rates, sewer rates, and system replacement fees. As discussed at the budget meetings, all of them were raised by the CPI February to February of 2.2%. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Any discussion or questions?
I just have a comment about the budget. I think that the city is fortunate and residents are fortunate that this is our budget process has been relatively painless. There's not a major increases for the public in fees or taxes, and there's not drastic cuts in services that we provide. I sent an article to Tim today about the city of Lakeview, or the town of Lakeview, and the crisis that they have, but there's a lot of cities in Oregon that this is an extremely difficult time of year for them because they don't have the revenue coming in and they can't even pay their basic expenses. So I just wanted to commend the council and the staff for the hard work on the budget, but also just remind us that we are fortunate that we live in Brookings, that we have served, that the city residents have adequate, strong services that the city provides, and we're able to do this within our budget without major increases to the public.
Anyone else? A second to all those comments. I appreciate you pointing that out. I think it's increasingly difficult, and there have been some good ways that the staff has been able to manage that through the years that has allowed us to continue to provide the services that the citizens have come to expect. Do I have a motion?
Do we need to do all 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead. I'd like to move to adopt Resolution 26-R-1294, adopting water rates for 2026-27. Also, and independently or all together?
I think
They can be all together.
Okay. Also move to adopt Resolution 26-R-1295, adopting sewer rates for 2026-2027. And additionally move to adopt Resolution 26-R-1296, adopting system replacement fees for 2026-2027.
And I second all of the motions.
call the question.
Counselor Mulder.
Yes.
Counselor Martin.
Yes.
Counselor Fulton.
Yes.
Counselor Dwight.
Yes.
Mayor Freda.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Moving on to item F4, Brookings Airport Runway Lighting Replacement Project.
The mayor, members of the council, this is essentially this is a request to establish a contract with the engineer for construction services, or engineering services during construction. You may recall we're in the process of getting 2 grants for this project. The amount estimated for the engineering services during construction is $173,981, of which our share of it is $1,739. So if you have any questions. I didn't read the whole report because I think you guys you're very familiar with this project. We brought it to council for the construction award already, I believe, did we? Yeah.
Again,
The total construction cost, 511.
That was the one we had last
Yeah.
meeting. Right.
So this is just for Century West to do construction administration services and engineering services during.
Again, we're so fortunate to be able to have been successful in this grant and have a match of only 1% of the total value. I mean, it's a pretty awesome opportunity that the city has to take advantage of those funds to improve our runway lighting.
Agreed.
Really, it's really a great example of the, what can be done with the right grants.
Anyone else? No? Is there a motion?
I move to authorize the city manager to execute an agreement with Century West Engineering in the amount of $173,981 for engineering services during construction for the airport runway lighting replacement project at the Brookings Airport contingent on the FAA grant approval.
I'll second.
Call the question?
Counselor Martin.
Yes.
Counselor Fulton.
Yes.
Counselor Gilat.
Yes.
Counselor Mulder.
Yes.
Mayor Prater.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Moving on to item F5, Bud Cross Change Order Number 1.
This is a request to execute a change order with Kleinfelter Contracting, who is providing labor for placement of concrete at the Bud Cross project. We were awarded a grant through Oregon Parks and Rec, and when we set up the when we did the bid process, what we did was a unit price, knowing that we would be more than $2,500 and less than our budgeted amount, with the hope that, with the expectation that we would be bringing a change order to y'all. So that's what this is for. So the total amount of the change order is $33,180. Which would bring the total amount for this part of the project to $58,180, and we had budgeted $65,000. So that you have attached our bids that I received from the 3 contractors, the unit price bids, and we established a contract with Kleinfelter to start the work and get going on it. And so here we are at the change order process, because they're getting close to almost at $25,000. So, any
Looks like
questions?
it's coming along. What's the update on when the rest of the project's going to be completed? Do you have a schedule or?
Yeah, we're waiting for Little League to finish up. So we're thinking about the second week of July, we'll start the playground in that area between the ball fields. We'll start doing grading and demo and getting that area prepped for more concrete work. But yeah, we're waiting for Little League to get over for that portion of the project.
You thinking sometime in the fall then be totally wrapped up?
Yeah, we're hoping that by the time soccer season kicks off, we'll have the play structure erected, all the flat work done. There might be some landscaping left to do, but yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Exciting.
Yeah, it's a neat project.
Any more questions, comments?
I'll just make a comment as far as change orders. We know that sometimes those do happen. I don't like to see them very often, because we should have a pretty darn good amount in our brain, but I understand that it's all under the amount that we had previously decided upon, so I think that's great as well. But just change orders in general, I would just like us to keep a close eye on those changes. Thank you.
I'll move to authorize the city manager to execute a change order with Kleinfelter Contracting Incorporated in the amount of $33,180 for the pedestrian pathway project at Bud Cross Park.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Call the question?
Counselor Fulton.
Yes.
Counselor Gilat.
Yes.
Counselor Mulder.
Yes.
Counselor Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Prater.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Seeing as we have no informational non-action items, we'll move on to item H, remarks from mayor, councilors, and city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to just quickly thank the members of the council and staff that were involved over the weekend with the Azalea Festival. It went really, really well. I think we had a really good turnout for the parade and the concerts and the talent show, and it's really just great seeing it all come together. We've got a really small core group of people that are heavily involved in that, but when it comes down to it, it was all hands on deck, from public works to public safety, administration. So Brooklyn run around with her clipboard all weekend, so they did a great job, and I just wanted to say a special thanks to everybody that was involved, and it did not go unnoticed.
Anybody else?
It's a wonderful event every year.
Yeah, it really is.
I'll just say I had a great time, again, with Mayor Pareda up there on the back of the truck. When it first took off, I thought we were going out the back end. But the rest of it was smooth as silk.
EV got away from that.
But it was a lot of fun, and I encourage all members to be a part of that, because it really is good to have the citizens see that you're out there supporting things like this, and it's a lot of fun.
I just have a comment about, we had 2 parades this week. We had the Azalea Parade, and then we had the Noise Parade today for the track team going to state. And I just wanted to thank staff and our public safety agencies for the coordination they do for all of these state competitions where they send the student athletes off or the students off with that noise parade. And I think that's a big deal for them, and that it always turns out really well. So the police department and the fire department do a great job with that. And whoever coordinates that's doing a great job.
Agreed.
So real blessing and a lot of fun to be part of a small community that supports each other. And I think my favorite moment of the Azalea Parade was hearing a 3rd grader turn around and said, "Mom, that's our mayor. I met her at school." So it was really exciting to see that those moments stick in their heads, and hopefully it builds an excitement for future leaders of this community to be willing someday and step up to serve themselves. So that was a real blessing. And on that note, I will provide another shout out to our community that if you are interested in applying to be part of the council, we have one of our council members on the way out the door. So I would encourage you to get that in right away, as time is short to do that. And it's an important responsibility and a real privilege to be a part of that. So if there's anybody in the community who's listening to these meetings and feels pressed to do so, I'd encourage you to.
Application's still open. Do we have a date? Does anybody know?
June 15th?
June 15th.
Yes.
So not a lot more time, but there is some. So I would strongly encourage that, yeah. Anybody else? Anything else? No? Then
One thing request, I did see I drove up to Social Security Bar today and saw the cameras were installed and they're working.
They're working great.
And also,
Working great.
there was a older couple down there walking their dog. There was a guy fishing. The gravel bar was clean. I didn't see needles all over the place. I didn't see a bunch of garbage. I didn't see homeless tents. And I did see the cameras.
And because there was, you thought they might be able to like read license plates.
Oh, they do.
Have you tried it?
A lot of data.
Okay.
We have to get a bigger hard drive, actually,
So, wow.
I bet.
for now.
That's great. Anything further? Okay, we will call the meeting to close at 5:50.